Welcome back to another Go Battle League battle set. Oh, I'm trying to tell my brain to slow down because I've been doing the 1 minute shorts and those require me to speak at a breakneck speed. Well, but anyway, it's going to be Poliwrath opening up against a Jellicent. The Jellicent, I'm anticipating for it to go for a Shadow Ball, and look, it decides to do that. So we're just going to go ahead and we shielded that up perfectly, and now I'm just anticipating the rest is going to force them to do another Shadow Ball, just because they want to be able to win this lead. But, we always have to be mindful of the wasteful Bubble Beam. Nothing worse than shielding a Bubble Beam. So anyway, we go ahead and go for a Scald again. They get the attack stat drop, and I figured, that might be just enough to help us secure a narrow victory. Yeah, look at that. I survived. So now I'm just going to go ahead and go for another Scald. And then, boom. Yep, there we go. Look at that. A Poliwrath beat a Jellicent just spamming Mud Shot and Scald. That's funny. Anyway, since I went down, they go ahead and bring in the Alolan Ninetales. They go for Weather Ball. I farm up towards a Rock Slide, but I was anticipating that they were going to do a quick catch. And look at that. They went for the Umbreon, just as predicted. So anyway, I just go ahead and bring in Sylveon. And then, the routine. Just go ahead and just charm it down. And then just fire off Psyshocks on Ninetales on the switch-in. So there we go. Down goes the Umbreon. In comes the Ninetales. I'm going to go ahead and go for a Psyshock here. There's the first one. Can we get to a second one before it can get to a Weather Ball? Yes, there we go. Perfect. So, yep, again, we'll just fire off the second Psyshock. It goes through. But now they have two shields, so for whatever reason, I think I was just feeling gutsy and I just wanted to just charm it down. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I just wanted to charm it down. I was just throwing some extra shade because, sometimes you just want to be a jerk just for fun. Anyway, Kit 3689. Not the best advantage, so I have to switch out right away. And then look at that, they switch out too. There's a Lapras. Let's see. I don't have to worry because I have Stunfisk for Dragonite, and then I guess I can just have Sylveon for Lapras, and I have to win this match. We charmed up towards a Moonblast, went for a Psyshock just to be safe on our energy gains, and then after that I'm gonna go ahead and shield this Surf because again I want to win the matchup so that I have switch advantage. What's gonna come in as soon as we wake up? There we go, a Escavalier. So we're just gonna go ahead and just get rid of the rest of our energy, and then we'll let the Escavalier take us out, bring in the Poliwrath, and then just spam Scald as much as we can before it takes us out. There's the next drill run, and the other thing that I need to be careful for is a Dragonite switch-in, because I don't want to Scald a Dragonite, since, I guess it's not the end of the world, but there we go. And there it is. I went ahead and did it anyway. So I went ahead and go for the Scald. Yep, I already hear the comment section. Ken, you forgot to, you totally messed up there. Yeah, dislike. Anyway, that's because I love you guys. I want to troll you too. Anyway, Stunfisk is going to go ahead and go for the Rock Slide spam here. There we go. There's a Rock Slide on the Dragonite. We take it out. Escavalier is going to go ahead and go for the Drill Run. So there's that. And then we're going to go ahead and follow up with a Rock Slide. A Rock Slide is going to land on the Escavalier. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and do a quick catch of our own. And look at that. It worked. Jokes. So, when someone wants to quick catch you, you quick catch them back. And then that way you guys are both even. There we go. There's the win. All right, so now it's Giratina versus Poliwrath. This is looking familiar. I didn't have Skull or Ice Punch on that one, so I had to switch out right away. And then they switch over to Scizor. Great. So yeah, they have Bullet Punch and Night Slash spam. And then, there we go. And down goes the Scizor, or down goes my Sylveon. So now I have to bring in Poliwrath just to finish it off. But we can just let all these charge moves go through because Poliwrath's going to pretty much resist every single one. So that way we can at least have some sort of a fighting chance against Giratina when it switches in. But yeah, we're just going to try to max out our energy so that we can spam Scald on the switch in. There we go. Or we just do that. Yeah, I guess I just brought in Stunfisk because I'm going to have to go all in on it. And then have Poliwrath. Oh, they got the Night Slash at the very last second. There, that's why. It's going to be Giratina, so I have to spam Earthquake on this thing. There we go. There's the first one, so now we can just Rock Slide it down the rest of the way. There's a Shadow Ball. It does a huge chunk of damage on us, so we're just going to go ahead and go for the Rock Slide. There's a Rock Slide, and down goes the Giratina, and it's Articuno. Well, dang. So we're just going to go ahead and go for a Rock Slide to force a shield because, Rock Slide on Articuno is no bueno. And then after that, we're going to go for a switch in to Poliwrath for a Scald. Not sure what kind of a difference it's going to make, though, but we can still try. So we're going to go ahead and go for another Dynamic Punch. Puts it at a 3rd health. And then, let me see what's going to happen next. Articuno is going to go ahead and go for an Icy Wind. We go for the Dynamic Punch. There it goes. Oh, it just has a sliver of health left. We're almost there. So we just switch to Stunfisk. We get hit by a little mini lag spike. That sucks. And then after that, we have no shields left. So they're going to go ahead and go for the Icy Wind. We weren't able to catch, and then we couldn't get to a charge move quick enough. That was unfortunate, but hey, what can you do? Alright, on to the next battle. It's going to be Poliwrath versus Gliscor. And with this one, we're going to farm up, but then we knew that they were going to switch, so we just kind of just held on. But thankfully, it was over to a Snorlax, so we just Scald and switch over to Stunfisk. We're just going to go ahead and spam Earthquake here. Alright, does the first one go through? Yes, and it has a sliver of health, so we can just kind of farm down the rest of the way. But we're going to go ahead and shield here because look at that. We were anticipating super power, and that's what it was. So anyway, we farm up towards a Rock Slide. We wait for them to make their decision. And then, of course, from here on out, I'm anticipating that I'm going to get as many Rock Slides in, but then the Gliscor is going to go straight for an Earthquake, which I'm okay with because Stunfisk took out Snorlax, so it did its job of taking something out. And then fire off its Rock Slide so that none of the energy was wasted. Then we can bring Sylveon in, which for whatever reason, that's what I went with. Oh, that's because I went with Poliwrath on the switch in, and then after that, oh, that's because I just switched to Sylveon straight up. Anyway, there's a Scavalier, and then they're going to go for the Drill Run. We can just keep farming it down with Charm and then go for a Psyshock. I can't believe that it's doing so much resisted damage and nearly taking it out. Anyway, we just follow up with a Psyshock. Is it going to be enough to take it out? There we go. Sliver of health left. And then we just Charm it down the rest of the way. In comes Gliscor, so we're going to go ahead and bring in Poliwrath. Poliwrath's going to go ahead and soak up this Night Slash, and then we can just farm up towards a Scald right after we let the second Night Slash go through. And then we can just try to get away with farming a little bit more so that we can get 2 Scalds, but I stopped at like 1 charge move left because I didn't want to risk getting a Night Slash. And then Escavalier is going to go for the Drill Run, so that backfires anyway. I bring in Sylveon for the win. Alright, so now we're up against Peditio. It's going to be Poliwrath going up against a Toxicroak. Let's see. I'm going to be able to resist Mud Bomb. Actually, no, I don't resist anything. I just kind of hit neutral, so I can just hit Scald. But I will shield this first move because I'm anticipating it to go for a Sludge Bomb, and it does. So that puts us in a nice little lead. Since it ate the Scald, I can go ahead and go for an Ice Punch to finish it off and then have some energy left over. Down goes that, and then in comes the Pidgeot. We're going to go ahead and follow it up with an Ice Punch. There's the shield onto it. They're going to gust us down, and then I'm going to bring in Stunfisk, anticipating that Feather Dance is going to come through. Is it going to be right? Yes, it's Feather Dance. So I get the harsh attack stat drop, and then in comes the, what's it called? Excadrill. Excadrill is going to go for the Drill Run. I'm going to go ahead and go for an Earthquake here, and then they're going to shield it. Yes, they do. So I'm going to go ahead and follow up with a switch into Sylveon, because I figured, hey, you know what? Excadrill's kind of frail. Maybe I can just Charm it down and then hit it with some Psyshocks. And that's looking to be true. So, either nerf Charm or give a buff to Metal Claw so that, like, Steel types have something to go up against Sylveon. Anyway, there's a Psyshock. We farm down the Excadrill, and then in comes the Pidgeot. So we're going to go ahead and go for some more Psyshock spam shenanigans. There's that one, and then now we just switch over to Stunfisk. We have no shields left, so we're just going to go ahead and let this Brave Bird go through. And then I go for the Charm, but for whatever reason, they're able to take us out. So, unfortunate, but hey, you can't win them all. Anyway, this is the last battle, so I just want to take a moment to thank everybody once again for watching all these videos. Please feel free to leave a like and to subscribe, and also hit that notification bell to be informed on when I release a new video between Pokemon Masters and Pokemon Go, maybe Pokemon Unite and Sword and Shield here and there, but for the most part, it's focused on those 2 games. And then also check out the affiliate links in the description to see if there's anything that catches your eye. Any way that you can support the channel by supporting yourself, I greatly appreciate. So again, thanks for watching, and let's finish out the rest of this commentary for this video. Stunfisk goes for an Earthquake, going up against the Venusaur. And then after that, Venusaur is going to follow up with a Frenzy Plant. I'm going to choose to shield it, follow it up with a Rock Slide. Will the Rock Slide connect? They shield, and now they have no shields left. I'm going to go ahead and burn my shield too because I want to win this switch advantage. And then after that, they're going to switch to an Escavalier, so I thought, hey, you know what? I need to take that out anyway, so Rock Slide that bad boy, and then bring in Poliwrath, go for a Scald onto the Venusaur because a resisted Scald should still be enough to take it out. Down goes the Venusaur, and then finally we're just up against the Muck. He takes out my Poliwrath, and then after that I'm just like, oh great, it's up against the Sylveon. And thankfully the Muck just has Thunder Punch and Acid Spray, so they are just going to do Thunder Punch and Poison Jab, oh, and a Dark Pulse. So we're just going to go ahead and go for Psyshock. Is it going to be enough to take it out? No, but we can still farm it down the rest of the way and then get to a Rock Slide. Thankfully though, we still have that, so we're just going to go ahead and go for the Rock Slide. We win narrowly because the Thunder Punch keeps us alive. That's a win. Thanks again for watching.